Welcome, everyone.
It's parfait time! Woo-hoo!
Oh, my goodness. Someone's home and excited. Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to Piccadilly Parfait. I'm Pamela Pick, and this is my husband, Bill Pick. And if you are new watching us, we would love it if you liked and share our video. Follow us on here and on Facebook. We have Pinterest and Instagram, and I'm not sure what else we have. YouTube, yes.
YouTube.
So it is Friday here in America, and we are a few days off, I think 6 days from Thanksgiving. And so we are excited about that. It's always a great time to see family and friends and break a little bread and be thankful for what we have, and we surely are. I had posted today about what Thanksgiving, if you have the traditional turkey meal, and I grew up and we always had the traditional Thanksgiving turkey meal, stuffing, all that stuff, but pretty excited because we're going to break that mold, and it seems like a lot of you already do. You have different ideas. So welcome. Are you seeing people in here yet?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Just closed it.
You did? Okay. So let's get started. We have an online exclusive. This means that you're not going to find this particular stamp set in any catalog. This is called Feathered Flight.
With the ducks. Whack, whack.
You are wound up. It is a red rubber stamp set, and we're going to be using a few of these today to make kind of a quick, simple card. I'm going to pair this with, let me find it here. This is the Time Worn Type 3D embossing folder.
Has that been around a while?
It has, actually. I bet when the next yearly catalog comes up, it will no longer be available. I know, it's been my favorite for quite some time, but I love, now this is Mossy Meadow, and I love the look of this, where it just gives that little bit of embossing. I would say this, the verbiage on here, which I don't know what it all says, goes in a landscape. So if you're putting your cardstock in, definitely be aware of which way you want it to go. And we're going to be doing a landscape cards today, so I did this in the landscape view. And then I'm going to be pairing it with the deckled circles. So this is brand new for us, and I just want to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it would be the 8th from the outside in is the die that I used.
8 from the outside in.
That's right. So let's get started. I have the package here. Yeah, our little stamp pack. So we're going to be using kind of some masculine colors. Not always. You can do this for feminine too, which I think I had. Oops.
That thing fell off.
Oh, sorry. So this is a one of the new in colors this year. This is Pebbled Path, and I haven't used a whole lot of it, so I thought I better do some so that I can show people how to use this. So I've just made the card base. I have a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of very vanilla, because it is the fall. And then I have my piece, and so this would be 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And I'm just going to go ahead and make that little mat right here. So let me see if I can find my...
Get a glue with some in it.
I know, they're wearing
a whole
out.
basket of them over here.
I'm actually down, Bill. Quit yelling at me.
I'm not yelling.
You can tell somebody's happy to be home. It's Friday. Okay, so because it's embossed, I always add just a little bit of extra liquid glue, just so that I can make sure I get it to adhere down. You know, this is hard to see vanilla on vanilla, but I think I've got that. This thing is vanilla colored from...
Oh, you're...
Yeah.
Bad.
Okay, and then what I want to do, before I add this down...
Janelle got her feathered friends yesterday.
Ooh, all right. I'm going to set this aside because we need to do a little bit of Stampin'. So I took that, I need something here. I'll use this. It's hard to see vanilla on vanilla. Okay, so I'll use that. So I took that image from here of the duck that's in flight. I liked him. I guess this one's in flight too, but I like that upward of the wings. And I'm going to stamp him in the mossy meadow. Now he is a little bit bigger. You can fit him on a D block. However, I like to be able to see through my blocks, even though I've got dirty blocks. Don't look at that.
Don't look at dirt.
But I like to be able to see. So I am using the larger block. This is block
Is that
E.
from holding different stamps? Is that what the little markings are?
I just haven't cleaned them in a while, and I need to.
You know, like you have time.
I'm a lazy stamper. What can I say?
You're a busy
So,
stamper.
I want to make sure that I'm getting the image inked up fairly well here, and it looks like I am. I do have a little bit of a halo effect, so I want to be careful when I go on to my circle. And I'm going to...
Don't press down too hard.
That's right. So I'm going to press it on and just give it a moment for that ink to transfer, because this is one of those really beautiful, distinctive stamps. There we go. See what I mean? Oh my gosh. I just love it. Now you could actually color these in, but sometimes with the distinctive stuff, when you go to color it in, the ink will move. So I'm just doing a solid color to match this.
I like it.
Now this will dry a little bit lighter. As you can see, it's kind of dark right now, but it will dry a little bit lighter. So when I'm putting it onto my card, and actually I'm going to start with that because I have an element to put my base on here. So I'm going to go ahead. You can pop it up if you want to. I personally just like to glue things down because it's easy for sending. So we're going to glue this right down. And again, I did a little bit of extra glue on here. Now I want him to just be like up in, like kind of looking up in flight here. So then I'm going to glue him.
Yeah, he's taking off. You know how I know?
How?
His feet aren't sticking out.
Yeah.
Because if he was coming in for a landing, he'd have
his feet out. Yep. Okay. So we've got that part. And I'm going to let this dry, and I'm going to come over here. This is 3 1/4. This is very vanilla by 4 1/2. And I'm going to stamp this. There's a little image on here that is kind of, I guess, a lake or something.
a marsh.
A marsh. There you go. In the pebbled path. Now again, remember that this is going to look darker.
And you know, if it's not popped up, it's easier to mail.
Yeah, I did mention that. Okay, it's going to look a little darker. I'm trying to determine if that's... I don't want to get that too. Maybe I did it. I screwed it all up. Got to be careful on these distinctive ones. Distinctive images. Okay, let me try this again. There we go. Now it's going to look a little darker, so I'm going to let this kind of sit off to the side and dry a minute.
Needs a ribbon.
It does it? Okay, see, it looks dark, but trust me, it will dry. Jackie said it needs a ribbon.
Yep.
Well, Jackie, you know what? I think I'm going to put a ribbon on it just for you. And I'm going to teach you a nice little cheat way. Let's bring this image back. We're going to use the Pebbled Path, and this is the textured ribbon. It is the in color this year. And I'm going to teach Jackie in specific a little cheat way of putting this on. We're not going to do a bow because this can be used as a masculine card. So I'm just going to take a little bit of Seal. You can use Seal Plus if you want to too. I just really like Seal. So, and I'm going to bring this across here. Have enough hanging out in case you need to reposition. Like so. Get that kind of straight across the bottom. like so. Is it like so?
It's like so.
I guess it is. It's kind of like so. All right, now because I have some sticky on here, that's why I'm using my silicone mat, because that will keep it from sticking to anything else. And I'm going to come in, so I'm making a faux knot is what I'm doing. And I'm just going to cut off a piece because I hate working on ribbon, and I can cut this down on roll. I know some people like to save that little bit.
That ribbon is gorgeous.
You like it? It has like a shimmer to it. So all I'm doing is just making a granny knot right here.
And yes, you guys do hear Izzy walking around.
Yeah, that's Izzy. She's a little antsy today. Okay, so I know I had too much. It's easier for me to do it this way.
What color is that ribbon?
This is the pebbled path, just like the card
Pebbled
base.
path.
So, okay, so we're right there. So far, the card's pretty simple, isn't it?
Yep, they like it. Gorgeous.
It is gorgeous. I have another card I've made with this set, and I'm really, I knew right away when I first saw the stuff for the online exclusives, this was the first thing that went into my cart. Okay, the only reason I'm putting a little bit of extra glue on here is because I've got the ribbon, and I want to have a little wiggle room to get this on, because I want to do this down flat. You already can see it's coming out so gorgeous. I love this. I really, truly do. I like this for myself. Anyone can send me one, even though I'm trying to do kind of a masculine card. Okay. Now let's set that aside. You can see this is drying and it's getting nice and lighter. So I have a base, and I don't remember the measurements, but it is a 1/8 of an inch bigger, because you guys know I love that little 1/8 of an inch base, from the 3 1/4, 4 1/2. So that would be 3 3/8 by 4 5/8. There we go. I can do it in my head. Okay, so this is going to be for the inside of the card. Okay. I think this is just about toast.
Yeah.
I try to write them till the very last little bit.
You haven't cut it open yet. Scooped out the inside, so it's not done.
Next thing you'll know, he'll have me on that show, Extreme Cheapskates. Have you guys seen that? Okay, so inside, outside. Okay. Now, I have a piece of pebbled path here, and I'm going to do a little bit of heat embossing. So we've got the dry embossing. Let's do a little heat embossing. So I'm just going to use my Emboss Buddy. That's right. And I've got the sentiment on here. New day, new adventure. It's easier to read it than on here. And I thought that was really cute with the kind of lift off I've got going with this particular card. Just make sure I got that inked up well. And I'm just going to place this on my... If this doesn't work, I'll do the other side.
Always two sides of the paper.
Yeah, I think it did.
I like it.
Maybe I'll try again. I think it was a little off. I'm going to have to stand because I want it to be level. So we'll do this side. And I used the bigger block so I can see through. Yeah, I'm happier.
Cool.
So I've got my white emboss powder. I already see that I have just a little bit of...
Up on the top there.
Yeah, you can see it too.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right
take a little
D,
brush.
right above the D.
Yep. And remove anything that you see when you do that. Okay. Find my embossing tool here. Oh, was I off screen?
Yeah, we were watching you do.
There we go. Okay. So I'm not one for measuring when it comes to my sentiments. I know everyone likes that, but I never have been, and I'm just going to stay true to who I am. Now, last time I did a heat embossing, I smudged the thing. Oh, I can see that I didn't get it all the way. Let me get it right here.
All turned.
Yeah. There we go. So let it cool just a minute. It doesn't take that long. See, still tacky. So you want to let it cool. There we go. And I'm just gonna go in here and cut this down pretty tight, actually. I don't want to cut the day off, though. So I'm going to say that's just a smidge higher than 3/4 inch. And let's see, I'm going to get that pretty tight too. And so that's 2 1/4. Okay. Now, because this, I'm going to have this on the card here. This is my chosen place. You can have it wherever you want. But I'm going to have it straddling because I want it to be a part of the focal point here and not necessarily take away from that beautiful duck. So if you go to put anything on ribbon, a glue dot or a dimensional, your sentiment will move with it. So I want to make sure that I'm getting it off to the side of there. And the best way I found is it can be on the ribbon, but as long as some of it is on the off part of the ribbon, it will hold it.
Oh,
so
I see.
So it's not going to do any good to put one right in the middle because it will move around with the ribbon. Okay, but if I put it, this one is kind of funky. Let me get another one here. There we go.
This would be good for Father's Day or something like that.
You could change the sentiment, actually, if you needed a masculine sympathy, change the sentiment to, you know, especially if it was a hunter. If you need a Father's Day, like you said, change the sentiment, and then there we go. Okay, so see, now it's not going to move around with that ribbon because it's partially on and off. Now for the embellishment on this, I went ahead and chose, these are the 2023-2025 in color dots. I like them because they're flat, so they mail nice and easy. I want to do these, there's 3 different sizes. I'm going to do the medium size. And if you notice on these are directional as far as it's got like a, I don't know if that shows, a tiger eye effect. Does that show? Can you see it, Bill, or not?
A little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it here because I want to keep it with the focal. But I like that the tiger eye effect is going a specific direction, and I'm going to try to get all of them. Do you? Okay, I'm going to try to get all of them kind of going around this. Yeah, that's about the same. And let me get this one. And I think I'll do this one. And I'm doing them close because I have a hard time getting things even. I do a better, in threes, I do a better job on a rounded edge. Don't ask me why. There. So now you can see. I don't know if that shows or not.
Oh yeah, looks good. Awesome.
And it's just such a simple card, you know. And then if you wanted to, let me see if I have.
Not too pretty.
Let me see if I have a. I do. I just had an idea.
Uh-oh.
You know me and my ideas, right? So for an envelope on this one, let's just open the envelope. Let's take out the ducks here. And let's add those two. See, here I was doing an experiment. That's Moody Mauve. I was going to see if you could make it more feminine to show you the difference, but I didn't like the Moody Mauve and I never got back to it because life sometimes just gets in the way.
So who's going to case this thing?
I hope everyone does. I hope the whole reason I come here is to make sure that you guys have some inspiration on what to do with your stamp sets. So let's give this. That's awesome. Thank you guys. That makes me feel good. And then let's just stick the ducks.
Janet Rose says, now I want
the set. Janet, it is actually a really good one. And this is just one of the cards that I've made. I've made several of them. So I had to go find a, but look at that. That looks sharp on the back of that.
Oh, I like that. The mailman may not deliver it.
So cute. So that is my show for today. The only thing that I have to say is if you want to purchase any of these items, they're available on my online store. You can go to that on the Shop Now button at the top of my link. Please use my host code if you are ordering through me and it's under $149.99. That is to help me bring you the perks rewards that I do. So I hope you enjoyed this. Were there any questions or anything?
No, they love it.
Okay, great.
It's on her list. Yeah.
Okay. All right, you guys. Have a wonderful weekend. We will be back. Hey, wait, before everyone goes, do you want us to come back on Wednesday night? It's the night before Thanksgiving, or are you guys going to be busy? I mean, I guess that's up to you. We can do it, and I'm planning on it unless I hear differently.
Yes.
Okay, well then Wednesday night. We'll be back Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Central Time. I hope to see you then. Have a great weekend. Goodbye.
Bye.